Just checking our posture. So little soft knees, slight little bend. Make sure that you pull the tummy in, okay? And we're just tucking that tailbone. So if you are a little bit like me, then just make sure you tuck that under, squeeze the glutes a little bit to keep those legs soft. And again, just check that the shoulders are back, nice posture, okay? So we're going to do some circles. We're going to be going down to the floor and going round. What I'd like you to do is as you go down, as you come up and round to one side, staying long and tall, I want you to breathe in. And then as we go down the other side, I want you to breathe out. Then stop at the bottom and go back up again. So breathe in, over the top and breathe out. So you go with your breath. Here we go again, back up. Just swap in direction each time. Staying as long and tall and then back again. Breathing in and breathing out. So you should be using all your sides, reaching up your shoulders, your back and also your legs. Changing direction. Let's go one more each side. Reach up and back again. Round we go. And then we'll stay once we've got to the top. Brilliant. Okay, so once you come back up, that's it, lovely. So we're just going to pass over to the top. Just stretching those sides, reaching up in the middle. So stand tall, go over. Lovely. Really start to feel that work in the tummy. Oh, I didn't change hands then, did I? Okay, couple more. Brilliant. Coming back nice and tall. Good. So I'm just going to show you, we're going to do our normal forwards and back, where we open the chest up, okay? I want you to actually touch the floor with the ball. We're going all the way down. So we're touching soft knees, little bends, reaching up and open. Down, opening that chest. Now at the top, just see if you can still keep the tummy engaged rather than letting it go and leading right back. Stay engaged at the top. It's the arms that go back, not the body. Stay with that tummy in. It's a little bit different. Opening up those shoulders. Couple more. Good, down we go. Lovely. Okay. Just a little roll of those shoulders. Good, in between. So we're going to do our VW, which always looks like this. We do a little squat. Yeah, so that's the V, that's the W. We're going to pass the ball at the top. That's all that's the difference. Squeeze the shoulders, legs together at the back. Keep the head up. Nice deep squat. Wide feet. Down you go. Good. Lovely. Couple more. And down we go. Deep and well done. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit different. It's called a good morning. So you basically hinge at your hip and then you try and keep your back nice and flat. Now this is going to stretch our hamstrings. If your hamstring's a bit tight, just drop your knees slightly, have a little bend, okay? So it's going to look like this. You're going to stand tall, coming in, lean forward, arms above your head if you can, head between the arms, looking down. Then you're going to drop the arms, bend the knees, and then roll up. All the way up onto our toes. So that's the complete move. So we hinge at the hips, keep the arms out in front of us, head between the shoulders, drop, bend the knees, roll up, and all the way up onto toes. Testing our balance. Ready to hinge? Forward. Okay, so don't forget, if it's tight on your legs, just drop your knees slightly, bend them, then drop down, coming up onto the toes. We'll do that a couple more times. Oh, lost my balance. Ready to hinge. Keeping that head between the shoulders, drop down, little bend of the legs, coming up. And we do that one more. You get in the rhythm, that's it. Good, here we go, hinge. Good morning, literally. Down we go, little bend. Standing tall, reaching up. Okay, lovely. So it's a different one, but it uses lots of the body. We've got the balance at the top as well. So you'll feel that those shoulders are warmed up, and obviously the hamstrings are going to get a good stretch there. So well done. Okay, so our next one, we're going to do a step back. Okay, so it's going to look like our step back into our lunge. Okay, and then we're going to start with the ball here. We're going to pass the ball behind and come back up. Other leg, pass, and up. We're opening the chest, trying to stay nice and tall in the body, as you dip down. Reach up, down. So all of these moves are using the legs and the arms at the same time, hence a bit more dynamic. Good. Reaching back. Try and keep the arms as straight as you can as they go back. Couple more. Down we go, nice dip. Step back. Last one. Good. Excellent. Okay, so really are warming up those shoulders, ready for the main part of the session. So we're going to do knee lifts, passing the ball underneath. Okay, so you can imagine you're crunching those knees up. If you were on the floor, it would look like a little crunch, wouldn't it? So you're just passing the ball. Try not to drop the shoulders to the knee. The knee comes up to you. That's it. Good. Little figure of 8. So we're going to take that a little bit further, as always. Down into the squat, up. Down into the squat, up. So combining the nice deep wide squat. That's good. Down you go. Taking the ball out in front, under. And again, the knee comes up to you, not your chest down. One more. Woo, well done. Okay. So we've done some squatting, now we're going to go out to the side. So feet really wide because we're going to go into our lunge, stretching the inside of the leg. So make it dynamic. As we come back up, I want you to push in, use the bottom, use the side of the legs, bring yourself up and go to the other side. So let's just do it without the ball for a second. So it's making it, so push, bring everything in, squeeze the glutes, they're driving you up. Good. Then you can take the ball above us into the lunge and a little side bend. Coming back up, legs straight, over to the other side, up. So at the top, you should really feel that both sides of the thigh and the glutes and the core are engaged. So push up and tall. Up. Looking good. Try and keep the arms long and the arms beside the ears. Good. Couple more. Keep that core engaged as you lean. Last one. Up you come. Fabulous. So we just give you a little shoulder roll. Just loosen those shoulders off and a little hip circle. As you work those hips. Great. Okay. We should be warm. I'm just going to grab some water. Take on some water if you need to. So we want to swap our ball for our band. Okay. So our long bands. All right. So just go through the moves and then I'll set you up. Okay. So pop it underneath one foot at the front. Always sticks to my foot, this does. We're going to take a step back. Yes. So we're into our lunge position. You're going to touch your toes. Then as you stand up, you're going to reach up as tall as you can with the band. Now again, I tend to do it, so it's something you're going to watch for. We don't want to reach and do this with the back, okay, at the top. I want you to take control of that movement at the top, stay nice and firm, and it's the arm that goes, yes? See the difference? So it's not throwing it, it's taking that control at the top, all right? And then when you go back down, try and keep the head up and up, yeah? So that's the first move, okay? So we do some on one side, then the next time round we do it on the other side. And in between, band over the head, forward. So this is the active rest. So just holding the band so that you need to just slightly pull it as you go over the top. If you're bending your arms as you're doing it, then you're holding it too tight. You just need to go out a little bit, okay? Then after the second side, we're going to be doing a torso twist. So tuck the elbows in, band held nice and tight, and we're going to be doing torso twist with that resistance on the band. Okay, then we're going to be doing our skaters. Remember our skaters? It's going to look like this. We're going to do arms as well. As you do your skater, you're going to take your arm out and you're going to pull this one back. As you take it across, arms go, pull back. So it'll look like this, this. Hopefully you've got enough room for that, Claire. Okay, So there we go. That's our next move, okay? In between that, we're going to drop the band down behind us, and we're going to move the upper arm, keeping the elbow as tight to the head as you can, okay? If it's out here, you're not going to work the back of the arms. You won't be working those finger rings. So you need to get it in here, okay? And then we're going to do skaters again, and then we're going to do the other arm. Okay, a couple more. So I'll just show you, then we know we can go through the music. So we're going to do our little kickbacks where we hold the band like that, and we straighten, tap the bottom, straighten, tap the bottom, working those backs of those arms again. And we're going to step curl, step curl, step curl as we do it. Okay, all right. Then we're going to do some biceps, just here, elbows in, bringing them up like that. And then we have our squat overhead. So as we squat, we take it down, and then knee lift, down, knee lift, down, knee lift. And then we'll finish off with some side bends. Hopefully, are you ready? So it's going to be to our faster 40 seconds, 20 seconds. Okay, so the active rest is for the 20 seconds, and it's pretty quick.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. So we're going to go down, and stand tall. Remember, be strong here. This is your powerhouse. Down and up. Take that down. Good.
Halfway there.
Touch the floor and up. Good. I think it, guys. So our active rest is the band overhead.
4,
Last couple.
3, 2,
Here we go. So
you now
back
have
to my
20
foot. So we're just going to
seconds
do some
rest.
mobility of the shoulder. Take some nice deep breaths. Keep that core engaged. Try not to tilt the back. Tilt the pelvis instead. Okay, she's coming again. Let's put that back down.
3, 2,
Other leg. Here we go. Down. I always find knuckles up is the best. You're sort of pulling the band on top. See how we're working across the body. And up. So lunge back, up. So you're really stepping back. Good. And tall. Good. Head up if we can as we go down.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Good, well done.
You now have
Okay.
20 seconds rest.
Elbows in, torso twist. Just looking one side to the other, keeping some tension on the band. We're into skaters next with those arms.
4,
Okay, I'm going to fold my band.
2, 1.
Are you ready? So, skaters. So really pull the bent arm across your face. That's it. Looking back, with a straight arm. Twist. Looking good. You got this one. So stay low if you want to work the glutes more. Working those legs. So we're going to chuck the band down behind us for our triceps. Pull, pull, pull.
4, 3,
Here we go.
2, 1.
I'll show you. Tuck it down.
20 seconds
Hold.
rest.
And straighten. Got to do the skaters again, guys. Are you ready? Here we go.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And skaters. You can make them as wide as you can with the room you've got. Sit down. Down. Pull. Pull. Good.
Halfway
Good.
there.
Those arms should be feeling it now. Keep going. Pull. Pull.
4, 3, 2.
Okay.
1.
Remember which arm you did?
You now have
Back it over.
20 seconds rest.
Hold. Off you go. Keeping that elbow in. Okay, what's next? Step curl, kick back.
4,
Okay,
3, 2.
here we go. Step curl, in and out with those arms. So it's just between the elbows and the hands that move. So it's touch bottom, kick back. Trying to squeeze the elbows together. Oh, can feel this one. Step curl. You can go as low as you want with the step curl. Squeeze. Elbows back. Oh. We got bicep curl coming as our rest.
4, 3, 2,
Okay.
1.
Brilliant.
You now have 20
Elbows
seconds
in.
rest.
Just down and up with tension on the band. If that's not enough for you, double. Okay, what we got next? We got a squat overhead
4,
and our knee lift.
3, 2, 1.
Here you go. So down, knee lift. Down, knee lift. You can take this a bit slower. So down, knee, down, little balance.
Come on.
Good. Knee, down, knee.
Halfway there.
Control, balance.
Yeah.
Great mobility of those shoulders.
Yeah.
And upper back. Good for posture.
Yeah.
Bring that knee into your chest. We're nearly there.
3, 2, 1.
Woo.
Round 1 complete.
Oh,
You now have
fabulous.
20
Well done.
seconds
Okay,
rest.
I'm going to pick a couple of them we're going to do. Okay, we are going to do, what we're going to do.
5, 4.
I think we're going to do our wood chop.
1.
Okay, right and left. Okay, and then we're going to finish with that last one that we just did. So we've got, let me just start her again. That'd be easy, wouldn't it?
2, 1.
Okay, underneath the front foot. Here we go. So lunge down, stand tall. Don't forget, so it's all about the core, not the back. Strong. Good. That's it. Try not to let those shoulders raise. So keep those down as well.
Halfway there.
Stepping back into the lunge. Looking good. Down. Tall. You can take the arm out to the side a little bit more
3,
if you want.
2, 1.
Good. Well done.
You
Okay.
now have 20 seconds rest.
We're just going to do some little side bends. We didn't do those a minute ago. So just little side. Keeping tension on the band. And then we're going to change to the other leg for our step back.
4, 3,
Here we go.
2, 1.
And down. Up. Down. Come on, ladies. Keep it going. How we doing? Not feeling it on our backs, hopefully. Here. As you come up from the lunge, get the glutes fire, tummy comes in. Good. Take that arm out slightly if you want to work that arm slightly differently.
3, 2, 1.
Woo. Well
You
done.
now have
Grab the
20
band.
seconds rest.
Little torso twist. We're going to finish on our squat, knee lift, arms over. Keep those hips facing me.
4,
Take that band.
3, 2.
Are you ready?
1.
Here we go. So down, knee, down, knee. Hold the band, but it's testing for those arms. Let's hold those balances. Hold them. Good. hold.
Halfway there.
These are great. Keep going. Really come tall. Here. Last couple.
4, 3, 2,
And
1.
you're done. Well done.
You now have 20 seconds
Excellent, well
rest.
done. Good, good, good. Okay, fabulous. Take on some water. We're going to go down onto the floor. Okay, so what you're going to need on the floor is your band. If you have a little circular band already, I got one that I broke a little while ago and I've just made into a circle. Okay, if not, we can tie your longer band, so it's not a problem, okay? Right. So what we do when we first get down on the floor, we're going to look at our core vacuuming, all right? As I've been saying for the last few weeks, but we're going to do it seated. So we're going to sit back on our heels, okay? Sit nice and tall. So very different than doing it on all fours because you're working against gravity on all fours, but we're just going to sit today, okay? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull our tummy in, really pull it in. Then you're going to take a real deep breath out, holding the tummy in still. Ready? So breathe in and then breathe normally for a couple. All right, so we've got to get our breath back, so it's quite hard to do. Okay, so then we're going to take the tummy in and then we're going to breathe out. Then breathe normally, okay? All right, you sit in whatever comfortable position. You can do this either cross-legged or legs out, slightly in front of you, whatever really suits you because it's the core that we're looking at. So again, you can breathe in, hold it in and breathe out. So it's just getting the brain to really fire up the core before we start using it on the floor. Okay, just one more then, ready? So breathe in, hold in, pull, 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 and breathe out. Okay, fabulous, well done. So first position we're going to go into is seated with the band around your feet. I'm going to pop some gentle music on in the background. Always nice to have something on. La, 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 la. Here we go. Okay, let me just turn that down a little bit. All right, so things to think about. If you find this a difficult position to sit in, all right, I just want to say that you can always grab a pillow off your sofa or cushion rather and touch it just underneath your bottom. That lifts your bottom so that the angle's better. Okay, so that just might help you, okay? You can pop either rolled up towel or a cushion or something like that, and it just helps you tilt, rotate and tilt. So you can try that for this one, okay? If you want to give it a go, I'm going to leave mine there, all right? So, all right, you might help. Just sitting on the edge of it, it just tilts you forward. So once you've got the band around your feet, I want you to think about actually engaging your feet. What tends to happen is your band pulls your feet together and then your feet just go towards each other, okay? But I want you to actually push your feet out. You're pushing against the band and you should feel that down the outside of your legs, okay? The ankles and the outside of your legs, so you've engaged there. Lovely, so sitting up nice and tall, we're now going to do some row, so as if we're just rowing with our arms. So as you feel the shoulder blades pull together, as if you're squeezing a tennis ball in your upper back, and you're just pulling those arms back. Just sitting lovely and tall. We're off for a row. Okay. Shoulders down, so the shoulders don't come up. Sometimes you lift the shoulders as you do it, but just keep the neck nice and long. And we're just rowing in that good posture position. Lovely. Couple more. Cool, great. So this time I just want you to bend the knee slightly. And we're going to go into our roll back, okay? So it's just taking our C position. So we drop the tummy, pull the tummy in, round off, and then we sit back nice and tall. You can have the knees bent for this, that's fine. Then we round again, sit back, and then sit lovely and tall. so the chest leans forward, that leads. So once you get to here, roll back up, chest leads and almost leans forward. Good. A couple more, take it in your time. You don't need to go too far back. Just where you start to feel that little shake that the tummy's engaged. You've got the band to help you with our roll back today. Sitting nice and tall. And we do one more of these. Pulling that tummy and make sure the tummy comes in. Rounding it off. And sit tall. Okay. If you need to just rest your legs, you can do, give them a little shake. Take the band off. Lovely. And we're going to pop it back again. Okay, don't forget, engage the toes and feet so you're pushing away. You're pushing to the outside so that they're working as well. All right. So this time, a little bend in the knees. We're going to do that roll back, and then we're going to do our little look over the shoulder, our bow and arrow. Then we're going to sit tall, and then we're going to lean back. So it's 2 stages. The first one is lean back, so roll into that roll back, then look and pull the arm. That just adds tension to that move. Rolling back, add the arm, sitting tall. And the coming up sitting tall on that tailbone is really important. So back we go, pull and sit up. Good, couple more on each side. And tall. You'll have to let me know if you feel that the cushion under your bottom's helping, just keeping you in that really good posture position at the top. Last one. And sit tall. Good. Let the band go for a second. Let the feet come in and just give yourself a little bounce with those legs, because we do start to recruit from those thighs, don't we, sometimes when we're doing those roll backs. Okay, so just let that relax. Brilliant. I'm going to chuck my cushion out of the way for a second. We're going to lay on our backs. Okay, we have done these before. So, first time we're on our backs, we're just going to do a few of those pelvic tilts. It's really nice to just loosen that back off. So we're just going to tilt up and then push the back into the floor. You're just tilting with a nice big arch, and then you're pushing back in. And you can really pull the pelvis in as you come in, pull the tummy in, squeeze the bottom, and then tilt the other way. And then you want to find that neutral spine, something in between, okay? Now it's not fully flat on the back and it's not sticking up, it's somewhere in the middle, and that's where you want to stay firm. We're going to take the band with a little bit of tension. I'm going to double mine up again. Feeling strong today. Okay, we're going to take it over our head. Now if you find that hard to get your hands on the floor, just pop your thumbs out so that your thumbs touch the floor. It's a good indication. So just check that your back hasn't arched. Quite often what happens is once you take your hands over your head, your back arches to be able to do it, because your range of movement in your shoulder isn't very good. So really fix that tummy. Take the arms up so the back shouldn't move. Then we're going to lift the hands as we lift the head, and we're going to roll up the shoulders, touch the band onto our legs, and then roll everything down again with the band. And this is our crunch. Okay, so as we come up, hands come up, head comes up, pull in the tummy, touch the band on the leg, taking your time, so really thinking, as my arms go above my head, is my back staying nice and flat. Up we come again. So really the back shouldn't move, only the shoulders coming off the floor. Holding that tummy, let's do that 2 more times. Here we go, really pull in, as if you've done like the tightest pair of jeans, or your belt, as tight as it'll go. One more time, here we go, pull that tummy in, and there we go. Taking the arm down, making sure the back doesn't arch. Brilliant, okay, so hopefully you're getting used to those now. So, we've done this on the floor as well. So we're going to trap ourselves down with our bands across our hips. Okay, so you're stuck now. Alright, bring your feet in a little bit closer to your bottom, you need them a little bit nearer. Relax the upper body as we then do the pelvic tilt, and we lift the bottom off the floor, hips come up, we're pushing against the band, hold it there for a second, and then roll back down again. So you've just got a little extra tension there. Are you ready? So roll again, hips come up, push, squeezing the inside of the legs, the glutes, the pelvis, coming in, and then roll back. There we go, and again, once you get to the bottom, tilt back up, hips come up, straight line between the knees and the shoulders. And then roll down. We're going to do that one more time. Are you ready? Here we go. Last time. Let's squeeze the bottom. Lift those hips. Squeeze the inside of the legs. Hold there for a second. And calm down. Well done. That's good. Okay, not doing too many of each of these at the moment. Okay. So, if you have got just a long band, pop it into a little, tie it up. You want it to be, so it's going to go around your legs. You want it fairly tight. So, if you've got a ready-made band, like I have, then you need to do that. Okay. So we're going to lay down. You could grab your pillow again if you've still got it. You can pop your head on the pillow. Nice and comfy. All right. I think I might do that today. So we're going to pulse up and down the top leg. Just going to widen the band and come down. Try and do it without any support from this extra hand here. So just keep that up so that the core is engaging and we're using the outside of our legs here. These extra bits we all seem to have. And right into the glutes as well. Just pulsing up and down. Pull in the band. And rest there. Good. Okay. So next one we're going to do, we're going to take the top leg up. And we're going to take the bottom leg up. You're going to lift both legs up. All right. And you'll feel a pinching in the side here as well as the core. Okay. And then drop them both down. You might want the support from this hand. Just try and use your fingertips. Okay. So take the top leg, the bottom leg, lift them both, hold for a second, and then drop. And you will really start to feel that up the side here. You ready? Top one, bottom, hold there. Try and stay balanced. See if you can take this hand up, and then come back down. One more of those. Here we go. Up, bottom, and then good. We're going to rest that one. Give it a little massage. Bend the knees. And just massage the outside of that leg. Good. That's enough on that side. Let's turn round to the other side. They're quite intense once you've got a band. If it's too much with a band, you can always do exactly the same move without a band. All right? So, once you set yourself up, we've got our hips stacked, so the hips don't go back. They stay nice and stacked on top of each other. Shoulders stacked on top of each other. Should have explained that a minute ago. Okay. Hand if you need it, but try not to. We're going to pulse that top leg. Taking it up, we're just stretching that band up and down. You'll soon know whether you've got your band tight enough or too tight. Up and down. I always find the second side harder. You've already worked the other side. One more. Brilliant, well done. So we're going to take the top leg up, then the bottom leg's going to come up. We're lifting both off the floor. And then down. Good. Top leg first. Bottom leg. Hold it there. Start to feel that down the side. And lower. One more. Top. Both. I'm having to use my hand now. Or let's do one more. That's all. Up we go. Bottom one comes up. Lift. Or bend the knees. Give yourself a little massage. Or a little pat. Okay, that's hard. All right, we're going to spin round to the first side again. We haven't finished yet. Okay. Now, I'm only going to do a few of these because it's something new, something I've been trying, but I feel that it works quite well. So we're onto our elbow. Okay. We have the legs out. So we've still got stacked hips at the moment. Okay. So have a little watch. So you're going to take both legs up off the floor. You've got your elbow here for support. Make sure it's underneath your shoulder. Okay, then you're going to roll onto your bottom, come onto your bottom, and then you're going to touch. You can either do this bent legs or straight. Then you're going to roll back onto your hip, stack the hip, and lower the legs. Okay, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Are you ready? Let's talk through it again. So both legs come up. Feel that pinch in that side. Drop onto that cheek. Lift, touch. Come back up and down. Good, that looks good. Okay, ready? One more time. Up we go, both legs. Dropping onto the bottom. You can bend the knees if that's better, or you can have them straight. And then come back up. Good. So the first attempt, that was brilliant. Round we go, we can start on the other side. quite intense on there. It's really working the sides and it does work the centre of the core as well. So just check, shoulders on top of the elbow. Okay, ready, let's hold in. Lifting both, that engages. Dropping onto the hip, but not too far. You're not going right onto your bottom. And then legs up. Down, back onto the hip. Cool. And again, lifting both legs, dropping onto that, just that one cheek. Lift or have them bent if you prefer. Out again. Good. Are we feeling it? Here we go, last time. Lift both legs. Once we're there, drop onto the hip, lift and reach, down, and back onto the hip. Quite an advanced move, so something to give it a go. All right, but well done. Well done for trying. Okay. Not that you knew what was coming. Brilliant. Okay, we're going to sit in our mermaid position. Okay, so as if we're on the rock in the sea. So we've got basically right angles. Okay, so the foot goes to that knee and then that foot's out there. All right. So we're going to do a combination. Over this leg, we're going to reach forward, come down. And then as we come up over here, we reach over. Okay, that's the mermaid position. And then you're going to go down, reaching over this leg. And then as you come up, we're going to do a little side bend. You can really feel that in the side. We've used those today. So down we go again, so stretching that way. A little twist in the back. Nice back mobility. Up. And last one. We're going into our stretches now, girls. Here we go. Last one over. Lovely and tall stretch, so reaching up. Good. And then we change legs. So spin them round. Okay. Lovely. So in little right angles, that foot goes to the knee and then that one's out there. We do the same again. So down we go. Just feel that down the glutes and the back. Then as you come up, you go over but stay nice and tall, so you're reaching up. Really tight pull there. I think I need to do these a bit more often. Here we go. Down. Coming up. And a lovely side stretch. Down we go again. Low as you can go. Head onto the floor if you can. Coming back up. And a lovely big stretch. Super. Okay. All right. So we're going to move into swan dive and down dog. Okay, so I'll show you. Right. Now, if you've got any problems with your back, you may just want to come to here. You may want to just keep your elbows on the floor and stay here. If not, you can come all the way up. Swan dive, and you might want to lift your hips. If your back's okay and you're happy to do this, you can lift your hips. Then we tuck our toes into the floor and we go up into down dog. Looking back into our V position, lifting the hips high, pushing the heels down. Then we take us into a plank. Then we're going to drop those hips and come into that swan dive. And for anybody who wants to stay here, they can come to here. Okay, are you ready to join me? We'll start off in the swan dive then. So that could be elbows looking up, that could be higher, or it could be literally lifting your hips, keep your shoulders down, and tuck the toes and push back up into down dog. You might want to wiggle the hands in, looking back, stretching the back of the legs, lifting the tailbone, head between the shoulders, coming into plank, nice and strong, and then dropping those knees and hips down into swan dive. Okay, so you take it as high or low as you want. We're going to go back up into down dog, do a couple of these and lovely stretches. Coming in, looking back, into our plank just for a moment, dropping the knees and down. And again, if you want to go down to here, you can. Do one more down dog, up we go. Pushing the hips nice and high, heels down. Good, then coming down onto all fours, drop the knees. We do a couple of cat-cows, so back goes up to the ceiling, round it off, and tummy down to the floor. Really open up the pelvis so you can really feel the hips open in here. really deep into the bottom. Then back up, tuck the tummy in, tuck the tailbone under, and then down. Opening up. Lovely. Okay, we can do puppy pose. I think I did this a couple of weeks ago. Okay, so you're in this position, so you have your hips over your knees, but I want you to walk your hands out. Okay, sticking the bottom high in the air. It's not very ladylike, is it? But leaning forward and then let the back relax so that you're stretching your tummy and stretching all the muscles we've used down our front and our sides. So hips over knees, bottom high, chest down towards the floor. A nice shoulder stretch as well. Lovely. Just relax and deep breathe into it. Take some nice deep breaths. Relax as much as you can. One more deep breath. And walk your hands back all the way into child's pose. Sitting back onto your heels. Knees open. Chest between knees. Arms out. Wonderful. Okay, we're going to take our right hand out to the right side. Left hand goes on top. And you're going to have a little side stretch there. Almost leaning back towards that left hand side. Good. Take it over to the left. Right hand goes on top and lean back towards the right. Wonderful. Good. Okay. So we're going to work our way back up. We're going to do our roll up. I want you to just tuck your toes under, coming to a spot position. All right. We're just going to straighten the legs slowly, keeping the hands either touching the floor or your ankles. Have a nice stretch in the back of the legs. Hold it there. Let the head hang. You can cross your arms if you want and hold onto your elbows. If that feels okay for you, to just let gravity pull your head and your neck and your back open. Maybe a little wiggle from one side to the other. And then when the blood starts to go into the head too much, just roll yourself back up. Pulling the tummy in. Engage the glutes. And then we're up. So, lovely, well done. So we're just going to do some arm circles. Just to finish off, stretching all those muscles that we've used today. Little look back. And then we're going to take the other arm back. Big circle. Circle in so it touches the ear if you can. We really tested our range of movement today. Good. Now we're just going to do a bit of a swimming action forwards. That rotation of the body too. Good. Long time since I've been swimming. Good. Okay. So, if you've still got your ball handy, we're going to finish how we started. So grab your ball. Okay. Lovely. So we're going to just do a couple of those little lifts, just to get those hips going still. Nice and gentle. Lifting rather than lowering your chest towards your knee. Good. Lovely. A couple of little side bends. Yeah, very gently. Make sure you've got that tailbone tucked under. And again, one more each side. Good. Remember our forward and back where we touch the floor. We're going to go forward and back. Open, but just make sure that the tummy stays engaged here. That's it. We're not leaning back too much. Good. Challenging those hamstrings, keeping the knees a little bit straighter now that we're nice and warm. Good. Over the top. A couple of these. And then we'll finish with our circles. Good. Last one. Okay, are you ready? So we're going to take our time. Lovely deep breath. Okay, so starting at the floor, taking it one way, breathing in. As you get to the top, start to breathe out. And then change direction. Back up again. and over, as if you're really reaching to pass the ball to somebody, and back up. Should feel a little bit freer now that we're nice and warm. Should be able to get a bigger range of movement. One more each way, here we go. And last one, going back up. Once you get to the bottom, bring the ball back up, give it a little squeeze, and then give yourself a clap. Fabulous, well done, that was good.